In this video, we'll look at how to cross-list your courses. This is something you want to do at the beginning of the semester, and it will reduce the amount of work you have to do to create content for your courses. So let's say you teach 3 sections of the same course, in this example, English 1, and I only want to create an assignment once, not 3 separate times. So what I want to do is I want to combine these 3 classes by cross-listing them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first one. I'm going to use the first one as the parent course, and I'm actually not going to do anything in it right now. I'm going to cross-list these 2 sections here. We'll call these the children, and we'll cross-list them to the first class. If you put your cursor over the title, you'll see that this is English 1, period 1. So I'm going to take English 1, period 3 and cross-list it. So what I do is I click on the link, and now I'm in that class. I scroll down on the left side to settings, right here at the bottom. Click on settings. Then I'll go up to the top where you get to sections. And I want to cross-list this period 3 class to my period 1 class. So I'll click on it. Once I've clicked on it, I'm going to go over here to the right-hand side and click cross-list this section. Now the simplest thing is just to type in the beginning words of another class, and there it is. English 1, period 1. And I'll click on that one. I could have also entered the course ID, but this is pretty simple. You just type in a word and your options will show up. All right, so we're going to click on this button down here, cross-list this section. Now what has happened? So we'll go back to the home page. I'll scroll down here. So you'll notice that the class that I just cross-listed has disappeared. It's actually here. It's in this section here. And we're going to rename this course title so that it's more reflective of the different sections that have been combined. But I still have the period 6 class that I want to combine. So I'm going to cross-list that by clicking on the title and then scrolling down to the very bottom to the settings here and up here to the sections. And I want to cross-list period 6 to period 1. So I'll click on that section and then go to cross-list this section. And again, all I have to do is type in the title, and there it is, English 1, period 1. So I'll click on that and click on cross-list. Now, all 3 courses exist as one course. Now, technically speaking, they're still separate classes. So you have separate grade books, or you can access the grade books separately. You can give out assignments separately. You don't lose any of that functionality, but what you gain is you only have to create content once if it's the same content for all courses. The last thing I like to do is rename this course because students will get confused. They'll click on the title, and if they're in period 3 or 6 or whatever other period and they see period 1, they're going to wonder if this is their course. It is, so we're going to rename it. So to rename it, I clicked on the course, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom to the settings, and this is where you're going to rename it. So name and course. Now I just give these the same name, English 1 and English 1. You may find it useful to type in your name so that students know that this is the class with Mr. Adams, or your name. And you may want to put the periods. I don't find that entirely necessary. Sometimes I do like to put in the school year, and the reason I like to put in the school year is that after several years of teaching, you're going to have a lot of courses, and you may want to go back and find those other courses. The easiest way to do it is to actually see the school year in the title, and that's what I've done here. So there's a lot of different ways you can name your courses. Keep it short, keep it simple, keep it informative. You don't even need to have your name per se, really, so you can get rid of that. And again, the reason I like to keep them the same is I don't see any real purpose for them being different. And so that's just a preference of mine. Then you go update course settings. Now we'll go back to the home page, and there it is, English 1, 22, 23. Very easy for the students to find. And the courses, the sections I should say, they're still separate sections. Like in the grade book, I can opt to look at just a certain section by applying a filter. And so I'm just going to go by section, and I'll choose a section. So now I can see only period 1, and I can create as many filters as I want to sort through the different sections. When I'm in the speed grader, I can easily bounce between sections, and there's a lot of different options for working with different sections within one course. But again, the main advantage, in fact the only advantage really, is that it does cut down on labor. So now I can create one assignment one time for my English 1 class. And if I want to, if say one of my other class periods needs a different assignment or an additional assignment, I can still create an assignment for that particular course. And I'll just show you real quick. Go to assignments, and I'm going to create an assignment. And if you scroll to the very bottom, I can choose which sections are going to have that particular assignment. So let's say period 3 doesn't need the assignment. I can still do that. All right, so that's how to cross-list your courses. And again, it is something you definitely want to do at the beginning of the semester. Otherwise, if you do this after you've begun to enter in grades and such, you're going to lose some of that data. So this is a definite do first.